Welcome to my first YouTube makeup tutorial ever. In this video I'm going to be doing a look based on the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette. So first of all, what I'm doing is just contouring my face with my NYX contour palette. Next, I'm just going in with my Real Technique sponge and blending out the harsh edges. Now I'm taking my MAC Low Light Fluid Liner and just filling in my eyebrows really quickly. Next, I'm going in with my Brow Pow by the Balm Cosmetics and just filling in the sparse areas a little bit more. This just darkens up my eyebrows a little bit more. I like the look better, especially if you're going in with a very full-on eye. Now I'm taking my Soft Ochre Paint Pot by MAC and just priming my eyelids before I can start with eyeshadow. Now I'm going in with my Meet Matte Nude palette and the shade Matte Sing and just setting the paint pot into place. This makes it easier to blend your eyeshadow out later. Now for the main event is my Urban Decay Naked Heat palette. This palette is absolutely gorgeous with 12 really gorgeous warm toned shades. I think this is by far my favorite palette. Now going in with the third shade in the palette, I'm just going to put this into the crease of my eye. And I'm starting off in the outer edges, and I'm starting off quite slowly so I can get the shape down. And I'm just blending that across my whole crease of my eyelid on both sides, obviously. And the trick is to add your shade and then blend. Now I'm taking this fluffy blending brush and just blending out the outer edges of the eyeshadow, because you do not want to have harsh lines within your eyeshadow. Next I am going in with En Fuego, and I am just putting that also in the outer part of my eyelid, just below the first color, and slowly building that up and bringing it into the inner part of my eye. Now I'm taking a fluffy blending brush and just blending those two colors into each other, and just getting rid of any harsh lines that there may still be. Now I'm going in with the shade Ashes and placing that on the outer V of my eye, and you'll see that I sort of build the colors up as I go gradually. So you won't just go in with a dark shade and just put that straight on your eye, because the idea is to create a transition between the colors so everything blends out perfectly. Because again, you do not want any harsh lines or any defining lines unless you're obviously doing a cut crease, but this is not what we're going for. Now I'm going in with the shade He Devil, and I'm just placing that on top of the previous shades that we've put into our eye. Now I'm doing this just to make everything blend in more seamlessly. Now I'm taking the Soft Ochre Paint Pot again and just cleaning up whatever shadows on my eyelid. And now with just a smaller blending brush with no extra product, I'm just blending the shades in our crease down onto that paint pot just to make it a little bit more seamless. Now I'm going in with the shade Scorched and placing that on top of the paint pot. Placing the paint pot down first also ensures the intensity of the eyeshadow. It increases the pigmentation of the eyeshadow, so that's also why I placed it down first. I'm going in again with Heat Devil on the outer crease just to intensify these shades a little bit more. Now my lighting isn't great, so that's why these shades are looking a little bit washed out, but the colors are actually way more intense than what's picking up on camera. Next I'm going in with my Mary Luminizer from the Balm and just highlighting my brow bone, and I highlight pretty much from the arch first and then use whatever's left on the brush on the inner part of my eye because I do not want to look like a disco ball. I am now taking the same Mary Luminizer highlighter and highlighting the inner corners of my eyes just to bring a little bit more light to that area. Now going in with the shade Sourced, I am just running that over my lower lash line just so that we can create some depth on the lower lash line for the next colors to come. Now I'm going in with Electric Eel from MAC. It's a brilliant blue shade, and running that along my lower lash line on top of the previous shade Sourced that we've placed down first. Taking this brilliant blue liner shade from my Sephora palette, I'm just intensifying the lower lash line with this blue. Now I'm taking a brilliant blue from the same Sephora palette and just going over top of that blue liner just to intensify it a little bit more. I felt like it was looking very dull and the camera wasn't picking up the brilliance of the blue that well, so I just wanted to intensify it just a little bit more. Now I'm taking just a little bit of Heat Devil and running that below the blue eyeshadow color just to soften out the edges a little bit more and make sure everything blends. Next I'm going in with this Maybelline Colossal Kohl eyeliner and just lining my lower lash line as well as I'm also tight lining. Next I'm taking my Maybelline gel liner and with the Real Techniques liner brush I am just doing some winged eyeliner. This was so difficult because the liner was actually quite dry and pulling on my eyelid, and trying to do gel eyeliner with one hand while holding the mirror up with another and trying to keep my face in frame was extremely difficult. So my liner looks less than perfect, but oh well. After much difficulty, I am now cleaning up my wing with some concealer from the Balm just to sharpen it up a little bit more, because it was looking very untidy on the outer edges. So that's another tip to fix eyeliner. If you find that it's a bit wonky on the edges, a little bit of concealer will clean it right up. Next, with that same brilliant blue shade from my Sephora palette, I am just continuing the blue lower lash line right up into the wing, just so everything is coherent and even. And I'm just dusting away some fallout, and here you can see little clearly what I'm doing. So now, for some reason, I decided to take more of that Maybelline gel liner and start elongating the liner in the inner part of my tear duct, just to create that sort of feline cat eye effect. This is not a very clever idea if you're working with old gel liner. Next, I'm just taking a little bit more of He Devil and just darkening up my crease just a little bit more. Now I'm just placing a little bit more of that glittery shade onto my eyelid just to intensify it after some of the colour was lost from blending. Now going in with some of my Miss Manga mascara, I'm just coating my upper and lower eyelashes just to prepare for some falsies. Now with my Mary Luminizer, I'm just highlighting the high points of my cheeks, as well as the bridge of my nose, and just popping a little bit onto my Cupid's bow. So after adding some House of Lashes Iconics, this is the final look. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe to my channel for more videos. Thank you.